Hello, this short video will give a short introduction to the basic features and changes that have occurred as the result of the RLB library at the University of Baltimore implementing a new interface for searching in fall 2024. This is our homepage, which many people watching this video will be familiar with. I have searched in the library search box, the default searching tool through the library for fish, which is my way of testing things out. It's what I always use. Don't ask why. And here you can see the results of that search for fish. This will look really different if you are used to the old interface, which was called EDS from the EBSCO Discovery Service. This uses a technology and platform called Primo. This is the first in a series of videos, and I'm going to quickly explain some really basic features of this that might be a little different from what you saw before. So something that's basically the same is that on the left-hand side of the screen, you have a whole bunch of little ways to focus your search, limiters. So just as one example, the first one's availability, and that sort of tells you whether things are online, in a peer-reviewed journal, etc. But you have other more familiar ones too, like the date of creation that you can focus around, or the subject. So there are many, many options. Just to give you one note of something that's different though, you can see if I highlight peer-reviewed journals, I do have a box that I can check to say I only want peer-reviewed journals. But it's also now possible to exclude certain things if you don't want them. So another thing that is different is that we can see here under the search bar that we can narrow that way as well. So we could say that we only want to look at journals. And then this will search only in that subfield. So there's multiple ways to narrow things now. So we're seeing lots of different kinds of results that we wouldn't have seen before. If I look at articles, so again, articles about fish, something interesting that's on the default search screen that we didn't have before, but we do now, is these little red arrows that point up with a split and down coming together. These are a way to look back and forth through time in the literature and see how citations from one piece of scholarship go to another. So the up arrow will go forward in time, looking for sources that used the one we're looking at here, and the down arrow will go backwards in time, looking at things that this piece of scholarship cited. So those are a couple of quick things about this basic interface. Something else that I thought I should point out, though, before I end the video is that the top navigation that governs everything through the library has changed with this interface here. So once we've searched for something, we have different options, including start over, chatting with a librarian, accessing a specific database if you wanted to search that, or looking for a certain journal. So there's lots of possibilities here. There's also a link to Canvas, our learning management system. This has just been a quick overview, though, of some of the basics of how to understand what you're seeing here. There'll be a lot more videos, and the next one I really think you ought to look at is one about what happens when you sign in, which is a really powerful part of this. We just couldn't cover it all in one video.